Hello. Just waiting to see who I've come in, trying to bring up on my phone. It was just spinning, so I didn't think I was going to connect, but we are here. And I realized it has been since November the 9th. I believe it was since I have been in here. I don't know where time has gone, um, but it has been a while. So just going to give a moment and just see. If not, I'm just going to talk and people can watch the replay. It is the middle of the day and a lot of people work. So well, I guess this is work too, but I can't get up on my phone. All right. Oh, so I see I should be on Facebook and I should be on YouTube at the same time. I'm hoping I am on both. That's my hope. That's my plan. And I'm coming in to do a little update on what's going on. And it's been crazy. It's been crazy busy. So you have not seen me much on here. People have actually been seeing me in person. I have been out doing in-person events and meeting with people in person. So we've had a lot of that going on. I've been traveling, and so yeah, so there's just been lots happening. And I'm just waiting for some people to get in. So just ignore me while I'm just like lighting the candle that I forgot to light. And so yes, so I have been out in person and stuff, but I just want to speak about some of the things we have coming up, and then I'll pull some cards for the energy that we have and the collective energy. So if you have not seen on all of my YouTube videos or on YouTube right now, all of the energy updates are up. Well, hello, Kelly. Nice to see you. I was just waiting to see if I actually had many people in here today. This is unplanned. I'm doing the yearly forecast readings for people right now. And so I just felt the need to stop, take a break, because I have not been live since it looks like, I think it's been like November the 9th. I didn't think it was that long since I've been in, but apparently it has been. So welcome, Kelly. If you're here, please feel free to follow my page and like. But I'm also speaking about my YouTube channel. So in the About Me, you'll see all of my YouTube channels. There's two of them actually. And so in the one that is the Corrie Thorne Psychic Medium, I have posted the yearly forecast readings for the collective energy of each zodiac sign. So for all those born under the sign, whether it resonates, I base it based on your sun sign. But if it connects to you and your moon or your rising, then go listen to it. It may have little bits and pieces for all of your natal chart. You can listen to them all. But all 12 zodiac signs for the yearly forecast readings for 2024 are now on YouTube. They are finally up. December's energy update is also posted. I will be recording this week's energy update today. Later on today, we have a lot of stormy weather in the energy this week. So even in like the Earth's energy, right? There's a lot of stormy energy. I just feel like ice, and it's all tied around water. There's a lot of water. I see there's like big storm coming in some places, and just seeing that floodgate of water hitting. And I'm not sure exactly where that would be hitting, but it's hitting. So I'll record that later today. But if you are new, or if you haven't seen, or if you're not on my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it still says over 50% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed to the videos, not subscribed to my channel. It makes a difference for me on YouTube. And it also says I have no female followers on YouTube. And I'm like, that's so not true. I don't know how they get that graphics, but good morning, Kylie in Australia, and good morning, my sister-in-law, Brenda. So I was just letting people join in. I was just speaking about my 12 zodiac messages being up for the forecast readings for the energy of each zodiac sign as a collective energy on my YouTube channel. you can still purchase the yearly personal forecast readings. They have, I only do a select number. We are running out of spots for those. And when I get those complete, then if I have time, I will record more. The other thing, I just opened up December's schedule for one-on-one sessions. So I was supposed to be in surgery in December. It's now not happening until January because of all the, scheduling of staff and that stuff. So my back surgery is now happening in January. So December schedule is open. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. And so that's opening up. So December, I just opened up the schedule for, I think it's Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for sessions. I am going to be posting another online group reading that's going to be happening on, I think, December the 21st. I haven't got it posted yet, but I was creating all the content stuff for it this morning. So that's going to be happening as well. And yeah, and so everything else, you can check it on my website. You can still purchase my cards. There is only a few decks left. If you're in Slave Lake, Alberta, you can get them you can purchase your cards and books directly at what used to be, well, still called the Source on the Sign, but they have changed names as well. So you can go there and collect and purchase your cards. Energy. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk energy for a few moments before I have to start working with clients. Energy. There is so much energy. There is so much happening. December, if you've listened to my December forecast energy update that just came out, I speak about it being like the pie. And this is like the last piece of the pie. And it's about cleaning our plate, clearing our slate of all those things of the past that we have been, setting the intention. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen, so that we don't move and not fully completing it. We chip away at it, or those, that little piece that we just hold on to. And so if we let ourselves fully finish something, then we're through it. We're over it. And so the way that I referred to it in the pie was, when there's that last piece of pie or cake left, but nobody wants to eat it, right? Nobody wants to face the things we need to face sometimes. Nobody wants to see that part of the truth. So if you're like the black sheep in the family who has been saying, I'm not doing this to call people out. I just want to heal for myself so that I'm even better in the family, right? I'm even a better family member. And so the pie, referring to the pie, is that the pie, I've said it's like that last piece. Nobody wants to eat that last piece of the pie. Everyone's like, oh no, I'm just going to leave that for someone else. I'm so full. I've eaten the whole pie. I've had too much. That guilting ourselves, right? Shaming ourselves. And so we leave the one piece of pie, but we keep opening the fridge door and going back and like chipping away at the pie, eating it until there's like a little sliver. And then we leave the little sliver in the fridge. And most times the little sliver gets thrown out in the trash because, that's where you stopped. You stopped at that point. You didn't finish it all. That's kind of like us in life. We get so close to being able to complete something and we don't fully complete it. We leave the little slivers, right? Those last little pieces. December is about cleaning up those last little pieces. And if those last little pieces tie into finances, then it is not the December of where you should be out overspending when you're trying to build a healthy relationship with finances. And so finances tie to worth. And so if you're the person who feels like you have to bring the most perfectly wrapped presents, to bring a present for everyone, and you keep telling yourself over and over, but that's what I love to do. Is it what you love to do? Or is it the thing that you become known for? And because you've become known for it, you do it because it makes you feel like you're being liked or loved, makes you feel like you're worthy, makes you feel like, it distracts from other things. It distracts from, say, the uncomfortableness of a family gathering. Whatever that may be, explore it, look at it, dive into it, and clean and clear up. And you might as well finish the rest of the pie, so then it's done, it's over with. It's like the book. Finish the last chapter of the book. Finish the last pieces of the story. Finish the last little bits of healing. Make that commitment to self as we move forward. That's really coming up in the December's energy update. To listen to it all, you have to go to my YouTube channel. It is shared here if you're on Facebook. you'll see the post, and then in the comments, the link for the YouTube video is there. I do have two YouTube channels, and the other one is my podcast, which I have not been actively in, but it does have a lot of everyday stuff in my podcast that's also on my second channel. Hello, everyone who's joining. I love seeing all the new people coming in. Hello. Uh, is it Audie? I got no glasses on. I'm sorry. Audie from Oklahoma. Good morning, Janice. And good morning, Laureen, and everyone else who's watching who doesn't comment. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. So I'm going to pull some cards for the collective energy and what we have happening so that it kind of resonates with us all. Good morning, Lisa. And I'm watching my time. I do have to work with clients today. There is a couple spaces still available if you're looking to purchase your own 2024 forecast energy update reading for 2024. I think there's maybe one or two spaces left, and I do close it until I finish that number. I do not oversell and then try to be in a panic or a rush to get those done. I sell so many, close it, reopen it again. So if you go there and it's closed, know that I just have a number of forecast readings to do, and then I will open it up again. So as I said, it's that period of time where we have that last little, where we're in our last little quarter mile. It's that last little piece of the puzzle. It is like that final step to be able to get through the next stages. This could be challenging, but if we want to get to happiness, sometimes we have to walk through the obstacles or the challenges. So the card that I pulled out is about marriage. It's about happy endings. It is the 10 of Cups. And this 10 of Cups is speaking about walking into that future. If we want to walk into a healthy future, we have to create a healthy now, right? It's like everything that your future needs, everything that your future will require is what needs to be done right here in the now. And this is kind of that month. This is the month to prepare for that. And it's the month when most people get distracted. It's when you put everything to the side. It's when you move everything away. But all of the energy is pointing towards this is the month where all of those things that you keep trying to neglect or push aside are going to be emphasized. And it's going to be an emphasis upon it because of the alignment of the planets and how things are aligning. And so because of it, it feels as if, when you're almost to a finish line and then there's an obstacle, it's like there's a stumbling block. There is these stumbling blocks that just get in your way because we don't want to look at the things that we don't want to deal with, right? Don't want to see that. I don't want to have to face that. I want to pretend it's not there. And so December is saying to us that we have to look at those things this month, that this is the time to see those things that are keeping us from, or from being able to see that there is a happy ending coming in the future. 2024 is going to be really, truly a shift and change for a lot of people in the energy. And so, when our world is showing us a view and when reality is looking us in the face and it's saying there's a lot of not really great things out there and there's a lot of not good things that are happening, we also have to remember there is also good things that are happening. And there's good people, and there's just a lot of good. And so we have to accumulate the good, because the good will help shine a light or help override the darker energies or those darker forces within ourselves. So if you're being met with an obstacle right now or a challenge, or you're trying to avoid something and saying, I'm going to put it off until next year, don't put it off until next year. Do it now. Look at the things you need to look at, face the things you need to face, and be present. Be present in your own feelings, in your own emotions. And it's about perspectives. There's like this, something feels like it's going to be blown wide open so that we can see life in a different perspective. We can see things in a different perspective moving forward. So, hello, Eva. Oh yeah, it's evening in South Africa. That's right. It's morning here. I am in Alberta, Canada. For those who are new, for those who are new, I am in Alberta, Canada, And I'm a professional psychic medium, life transformational coach. I can't get my words out today. I'm speaking backwards. Lightworker coach. I am a published author of More Than Existing and My Truth of Existing Beyond Reflection. And I am the creator of the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards, and I'm a trans channel. I am. That's just, and a past life healer. So these are the things that I do. I also love to come in and share the energy update. I do read, feel, sense. I'm clairvoyant, the energies, and to be able to see the energy and to see what's happening out there and what's coming towards us. And so I love to be able to do this. You can also check me out, especially for the people in, I think is in the United States is where the radio show mostly broadcast, but it is broadcast across the world. I am on News for the Soul Radio. I have a radio show that comes on every third Friday of the month. So the third December, the third Friday of December, you'll be able to catch my radio show as well. And you're in Florida? Oh, yay. Oh, beautiful sunshines. I want to be somewhere where there's sunshine. Well, no, I could have been. My family wanted me to take a last minute trip when I found out I wasn't having surgery in December, and they're all on a cruise right now, and they all wanted me to go on a cruise, but very last minute, and it just didn't work for me. And so I had to turn down going on the cruise. So I am here. Okay, so next card. Let's see. And then I'll pull a couple cards for people. So as I said, we have a lot of, what are we attached to? What are we still holding on to but neglecting to see? This is the month to really clean this up as our energy begins to shift. I have a portal energy on the 12th, and that is just speaking of, an opening, and it just feels like a very big heart opening month as well, as a lot of heart opening energy. And I keep seeing the diamond in the rough kind of thing. It's like, many of you are like, you have that diamond in the rough about you. You have that piece of yourself that you've kept buried, that gifts, those talents, those greatest parts of your quality, of your personality, of yourself, that you keep hidden away from most people, because in our earlier years, or in your earlier years, it may have been the thing that others may have teased you about and taunted you about it, bullied you, whatever it may be, or mocked. And so this is where that part of the self is kind of rising up. So we have the attachment Beatrice, and bees are miracle makers, right? Bees bring medicine into the world. Bees bring honey. Bees bring the golden light. And so they bring golden lexer, sorry, not golden light, golden lexer into the world. Bees also defy all odds. So that part of yourself that you keep trying to keep hidden, it's like it is defying all odds, and whether you like it or not, it's starting to come to the surface. And because it's starting to come to the surface, it is pushing back or releasing all that you've tried to bury yourself in, all that you've tried to hide yourself behind. And it just feels like there's a new opening. Oh my God, Mercedes, I had a dream about you a couple nights ago, or a couple weeks ago. I had a dream about you, and you were holding a new baby and you were in the bathtub. I swear I was standing next to your mom, and I think it felt like you were just giving birth and you were holding this new little baby boy in your arms, and I could see you holding this new little baby. Mercedes, I've been meaning to message you and tell you, because the dream was so real and I forgot and I keep forgetting to message you and tell you about it. So I'm like, oh my God, it was so real, Mercedes. It was crazy. Just saying. Hello, Kimberly. And Kimberly Joy Sprackland, I'm so thankful that you listened to the whole forecast reading, and or the energy update, and that it resonated with you. Oh my. I know, Mercedes. So whether it's a child or you're giving birth to something new in your life, it was coming up. Hello, Sharon. And Carolyn, good morning. And so, yes, back to Beatrice. And so sometimes we get lost in translation throughout life, right? We keep stacking up and the building blocks of who and what we think we should be. And we become so defined by the world, by the society, and by the family, by the people around us, but we lose ourselves. And this is when we're moving into a stage of where we're beginning to redefine, find self, or you know, or to become that sense of F that, I'm being myself. And that's where the energy is. And it may feel like sometimes, so to eat that last piece of the pie, like I keep talking about in my forecast race, like just be the rebel and just say, fuck it, I'm going to eat the rest of the pie. I'm going to finish this story. I'm going to be done with this. And I'm going to just like, and I'm not going to feel one bit guilty. It was good. It's gone. It's done. It's now over. And I'm moving forward. And so it feels like it is a time of like real radical releasing of the past, letting things go, moving forward, whatever that may be for you. So that's our energy. To listen to the rest, go to my YouTube channel. Hello, Danielle. I didn't see you earlier. Okay. Hello, Danielle. And D, I don't know where I don't see a comment, but D must be just listening. Okay. I am going to just pull a couple cards for a few people while I have a few moments. And I'm going to start with one of my new clients, one of my new followers. I don't like that word. So one of my new friends, one of my new social media friends, Adi, are you still here? Adi from Oklahoma. Are you still with me? And I'm still going to pull some for the regulars here as well. But Adi, you are grabbing my attention. And if you're still here, please comment. Please let me know if you're still here. Just waiting to see if Adi is still here. And then, if not, I'm going to go. If not, I'm going to go to Eva. Eva, if you're still here. Let's see if Eva is still here. You have to comment if you're here. I need you to tell me if you're still here. Hi, Edie. Eva, are you still with me? No? Oh, darn. Okay. Kelly Bailey. Kelly Bailey. Lisa, I'm with you. Kelly Bailey, are you still here? I feel like you may still be here. Yes, you are. Okay, you're still here. I'm like, I feel like you're for sure still here. So, Kelly, I just felt like this bouncing ball of happiness and joy as soon as I start to pull your name. Happiness around you, Kelly. You have, and I keep, as soon as I pulled your name, as soon as I got your name and you started to come through, I just felt the sense of having somebody with me who was always smiling, who I feel like they could never, like, no matter how challenging life was, I feel like they never really had a bad day. Like they had a bad day, but you didn't see the bad day. Um, they could overcome almost anything. They were always very happy. So this person, I feel like, is coming in from behind me. I feel like they're coming in through my heart. I don't know why I feel them coming in like on my left hand side. So it very much could be it feels very feminine to me. And so, Kelly, I don't know who they are or how they resonate with you, but that person's energy is like right with us. That's your mom? Okay. And so explains why she's on the feminine energy sign. Okay. And I'm like directly on my feminine energy. I feel her come through, like I feel her pushing through my shoulder, like, let me in, let me in. I want to be here. She wants to be here so bad. She wants to be here so bad. And she's happy to be here. And she's always with you. But she was, no matter how bad her day, I feel like she's like the queen of positivity. She lived in that energy. She had all the faith in the world. She was filled with joy, and she was always smiling, right? And I'm like, I cannot take the smile off my face, Kelly, at all. It will not leave my face. I just feel like I'm just like got a permanent grin. She makes my day. I just want to say, I feel like she makes everyone's day. And she is still that energy. That's the way her spirit is. That's the way she is. And she says, you have a lot of her energy. Um, you have a lot of her energy, and she's very kind of like she's very bouncy. I feel like she would be in the midst of doing one thing and then moved on to another thing. And I feel like you're a lot like her. And so I get desired reflection. And so this is Evangeline who's coming in for me. And she says to remind you that you have your own light. Like, I don't know why you have to, like, I don't know if people had you like living in her shadows, or you thinking that you had to keep up to her or try to live up to her legacy or to keep her legacy alive. And she says, you have your own legacy to live. You have your own light. You're you. And you have to fully let yourself be you. And I think that brings back the conversation I was having about, the diamond in the rough. It's like, time to start chiseling your own stories. Time to really, truly let yourself shine. And this is, like I said, this is Evangeline, and she's wearing her beautiful red dress. She's very present in the moment. And she just knows that there's a little angel up here in the background. This is from my deck of the Everyday Goddess Oracle. And here's this little light shining. And she wants you to remember you have your own light. You have your own light. And I feel like you're a little bit of an overgiver, and so was she. And so somewhere you are giving your light away. Somewhere I just feel like you're saying yes where you need to say no. And I keep getting the throat, and I keep getting a sore throat. And so I feel like, Kelly, that I'm like, it's just this sense of yes, 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 okay. And so I just feel like, you're not speaking your truth, saying what you need to say. And your mom is becoming like that big cheerleader, just saying, you have to do this for you, because as much as she smiles and as much as we know her for smiling, she also had her struggles. I just feel like she kind of didn't, she let things go that sometimes she needed to deal with, and she just said, it's okay. That's okay. But it really is not okay. And she says, for you to not let things be okay that are not okay. Um, it's the beginning of a change of the story, a narrative for you, I guess, as a bit of a chain breaker here, not being so available to everyone else and to become more available to yourself, Kelly. And she is forever with you. She is always in your heart. She's always around you. And she is a joy, but as are you. But you have your own light. She was always my cheerleader. Oh, I was pregnant when she passed. Oh, well, she was with you, and she's always with you. Um, but you got to do this life, and you have to do your world your way now, your way. And that's going to include sometimes, maybe having to say no, and people go, why? What do you mean you're not going to do it? And just be proud of yourself that you're not so available and so accessible to everyone else. Um, she's going to stay cheering you on. I feel like you do have changes coming. I feel like you're moving up and into a different place within your own life and around your world. So thank you. And I hope that helps you in some way. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. So happy you found me today. See, your mom found me today, and then she guided you in here. That's how it works. That's the magic. I always say, as a medium, you are so welcome. As a medium, I always say it's like it's a consultant job, right? And it's like and I do work as a marriage. I work as a spiritual and emotional consultant. And using the mediumship gifts, I consult with your spirit, I consult with spirit on the other side. And as a healer, then we're able to bring heal, places in your life of where we map out that journey of healing so that we can heal, clear, and resolve, and then evolve. Because it's so important to be able to evolve our stories. And yeah, they had their own legacy and you have yours. So Yay, thank you. So that's where we are. Now, let's see. Hi, everyone. Rose Vermilion. Are you still here, Rose? Rose Vermilion. And like I said, I will be posting either today, tomorrow, probably tomorrow. There will be, so keep watching my events. There's going to be an online group reading, Evening with Spirit, on December the 21st. It's a Thursday. I'm going to be hosting that. You can purchase tickets, but I haven't got it up yet. I just created the little post for it this morning, so I will get that up. There you are, Rose. Good morning, Rose. I felt the need to call you in. Rose, I keep getting like, I want to say she feels grandmother to me. She feels grandmother to me. That's what she feels like to me. And she's showing me like a lot of like dusty rose pink. So I don't know if you had a grandmother who had like those dusty rose pink walls, pink flowers around. And I see plastic flowers, like fake flowers. So I don't know if she kept like fake flowers in her house or around somewhere, but they're like roses or flowers, but they're fake. And she is like right here looking at me, Rose, and I heard her call out to you. And I don't know where she fits into your life. My grandma has passed. Okay. What's with her and dusty rose or rose color? Would that be wall color, or would that be her favorite colors? Where would that come in around her? And then she's like so active. So Rose, she's also showing me like I get the taste of like mint in my mouth. So like peppermint knobs or candy cane, like mint. I'm getting like a pepperminty taste in my mouth. And so I feel like she's wanting me to feel out an experience. It's a feeling out of an experience. She's showing me like a home, a homestead, a house. I feel like we're sitting inside of a house, and the chairs got like a bit of a hard feeling to those chairs. I feel like it's like we're seeing hard chairs somehow, and I don't know how that ties into her, but her bedspread had big dusty rose flowers. Okay, thank you. That's why they're fake flowers. Okay. Now, now did she spend much time in that bed? Was she in that room much? Because that's where I feel like we're in that room. So I don't know if you used to bring her, if she used to always have a mint, or people used to bring her like peppermint candies or something like that. But she wants me to see that, and I can feel it. And I feel like a little bit of a numbness coming down one side of my body. So I don't know if she had like some sort of like either neurological or like if she had like her arm. I feel her arm like coming down my arm. And so I am feeling the sense that she is that she's trying to explain, or she's trying to show us an experience within her life. Now, she does want you to know that she's very aware that you talk about her a lot, and I feel like you either brought her, used to bring her presents or gifts, or you used to visit her lots, and you were her, or you were her present, you were her gift. She does bring to me the card Peaceful Perspective. See all the pinks, right? Peaceful Perspective. I feel like there was a narrative, a story around the past that ties with her, that she had to make peace with as she was preparing to leave this earth. There's a lot of areas of her life where she just said, it's not worth holding on to. So Rose, whatever you're holding on to, whatever is that continual story, she's telling you that it's time um, to let go. Peaceful perspective. It's like we can say we've made peace, but if we keep living in the experience, then we haven't made peace. If we keep bringing it up, if it keeps coming back to us, we haven't made peace. So there's some area of your life where I don't know if you keep kind of guilting yourself into doing things, guilting yourself having to be present, but she's saying it's time for peace. And she does show me the doves. And so the power of three, mind, body, soul connection. Your mind may have worked on something, but your body still holds it. So, what's our worries and our stress becomes physical pain in our body. And I just feel like she's like bringing forth that sense of just letting me feel the worries and the stress that either she had and then you also somehow carried them. And she's telling me that it's time to release that. It's time to let that go. And I don't know what's with like a soap opera or watching a TV around her. I just got a vision of this movie called Joy, and the mother was always in the room, or the grandmother to the kids was always in the room. And and she was watching like soap operas and TV, and everybody would bring her in meals and dinner, and I just feel like people loved her and catered to her, but she had a reason why she began to shut down. It just feels like when some hurt comes into our lives, it shuts us down, and we're not able to move beyond that. And I feel like she may have had an experience in her life of hurt, trauma, that kind of was where she started to lose herself a little bit, Rose. And she's just saying to you, don't let the past take away your now and your future. Whatever has happened in the past, you got so many beautiful things that are waiting for you. And I feel like she's here kind of smiling and just saying, there's something new and beautiful coming into your life. You have to make peace with your past. You have to let things go. She's kind of being that grandma, that crone energy. She's giving you that wisdom, that advice, and she's very with you. She's very present with you. And so I hope in some way this makes sense to you and resonates with you. But I just feel like we're surrounded wherever whatever that room is to her house, her home. I feel like she's traveling us through that home. She wants us to stay. She wants company. It's like she wants us to stay with her. She's trying to make us comfortable. And I feel like she probably was that. She was trying to make people comfortable. And with that, I just keep getting the middle of my back just got like this shooting pain through the middle of my back. And so I don't know if that's you. I don't know if you've been carrying a lot of extra worry, stress. And she just says, give your worries to her, surrender those worries over. I feel like there is a change that's going to bring you in the right direction, but you've got to let something go. You've got to let things go. And when you let go, I always say it's that that saying, let go, let God. It's that saying, let go and just, have faith and trust. I feel like things are going to really work out in an unexpected way for you coming forward. So I hope, Rose, that helps you in some way and resonates with you. Thank you, Rose. Hello, Cody and Joy. Hello, hello. And Julie, hello. And Karen, I'm trying to see all the new people that I just see. You are so welcome, Rose. So, so welcome. Okay. Let me see. Edie, are you still there? Edie LeBlanc. Let's see if Edie's still there. Yes, you are. Yay. Okay. Edie, I am pulling a card for you. And I'm going back to Radley Valentine's, the Angel Wisdom. I'm going back to this deck for a moment for you. I know you have my deck. I know you have the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards. So let's see what we have for you. Have you been not sleeping, Edie? Have you been not getting sleep? I feel like you're out of yourself, like a lot of worries coming in. I just keep getting like light in the dark. So I did pull. I have the 9 of air coming in. And so this is bringing me to, it feels like it's like you have this unfound fear, unfound worry, like you're creating a narrative, a story of worry, stressing yourself out. around things that are, what's out of our control, what can we control, what can we not control. And so, that self prophecy, you do have trouble sleeping. That self prophecy of waiting for the next shoe to fall, waiting for something else to happen. I just feel like it's like there's so much light surrounding you, so much love surrounding you, that even if you went to fall, you're going to be caught. Like they're going to catch you. You have this bed of like feathers, like bed of spirit that is holding you up. You have to release the fear and let go of the fears, because your moments of growth, are not done. You're still growing. You're still growing. You're still learning. And so I just feel like it's like, focus your thoughts on living and not leaving. Eva, you were not there, and I pulled your name, Eva, earlier. And I called your name, and you weren't here. Stay with me. And so it's like you need to refocus your thoughts, Edie, back into, um, back into the now, back into this moment. And I feel like it's been like not feel like, I know it's been like one block on top of the other of change in your life. And that, we can't avoid change. Change is happening everywhere, but we can find some sort of stability in the change. And I feel like there's some sort of stability for you where life is going to bring you into a place of being stable in your life. And I'm going to keep telling you this over and over. I see love around you, right? So much to celebrate. And I feel like there is a person that's trying to enter into your life, or a person to enter into your life, but you're not going to find it if you are lost in the fear story, right? If your light becomes encased in the shadow, or in the, in your fears, when you are out and about, your radiant light can't be seen. And there's so much waiting for you to celebrate, that it's just kind of like, I feel like it's being divinely brought into your life. They're over there working so hard, saying, oh yeah, you wait and see what we can do. We're better at picking partners for you than you are at picking your own partners, and we're being laughed at here. But I just feel like it's going to bring forth, and I do not lose that hope and faith. And there's just like, I just keep getting, there's going to be something to celebrate, but you got to turn that light back up. It is just like the oil lanterns. I keep seeing the old oil lanterns, and I feel like you've turned it right down. It's because you don't want anyone to see you, because then you can stay in that self-prophecy story. No one out there. I'm going to be alone. This is going to happen. It's because you've turned your light down. You've dulled your light, and you have to turn the freaking light back up. You need to turn it back up. You need to just let yourself be Edie, be you. And with that, and start stepping out. If you get invited somewhere, go do the things that give you the opportunity to get out into the world, to get known, to get seen, because there is more to celebrate coming up. That it feels like, well, what else is left for me? What else is left for me? That's what I keep hearing. What else is left for me? There's a lot left for you. There's a whole lot still left for you. And that whole lot still left for you is still speaking to you. And it's like you get like that second, third, fourth chance. Oh, I'm so glad this resonates with you. Yay, because it's like a kick in the butt. You're getting like the kick in the butt from the other side that just says there is a lot left for you. And so feed the light. Another rose here. Feed the light, right? Feed the light. You got to turn that light back up. And by doing this, I feel like even your health will feel better. You'll feel better. Yes, there's things in your body. Yes, there's things happening. But that version of you with the light turned down, that makes you an imposter to you. That makes you an imposter. And that is where you get lost. And so the right people can't see you when you are an imposter to yourself. You have to be your truth, and you have to be your light. And so that's your kick in the butt. Get up, get moving, get going. You got a whole life left to live. And it's still unfolding. It's coming. So Thank you. Thank you, Edie. Eva, are you still here now? Oh, your phone keeps freezing. Okay, Eva, let's see if you're still here. Are you still with me now, Eva? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and read Eva because I know she said her phone keeps freezing, so she is still around, even if she can't comment. So I'm going to read Eva. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, Eva. Um, here's your card. So, Eva, I don't know if you've ever had anyone in your life, because this stands out to me, that was a left-handed person. Someone who did everything with their left hand, whether they were born left-handed or something happened to their right hand and they had to use their left hand. I just got like left-handed. And so Eva, and I just got to smile with that because I got the left hand. And I don't know. And so if you can, if that resonates with you, just let me know, because I just got left hand, as if I just seen like like almost like Captain Hook type of thing. Using left hand, couldn't use the right hand, or was totally left-handed. That's coming up for me around you. I don't know where that belongs in your story, Eva. Um, right. I know. I don't know where that belongs, but what that left-handed is about, that this might be something that comes to you later, or you may find out in the future coming forward, because I also got for you, I got Zoran, I got cosmic beauty. And so this is heart-centered healing. And I feel like this is where it's really truly time to start opening up your heart. And Eva, I cannot get the left-handed story out of my head. I don't know what that left-handed story is. What's with the left hand? Unless somebody had a left-handed problem, I don't know. Left hand. Don't know what it means. And I don't try to find anything more than what I give you, exactly what they give me. And so this is heart-centered healing. I feel like you are either on a journey or entering into a journey of rediscovering yourself, finding your beauty instead of your flaws. I think you can be very difficult on yourself, right? Very hard on yourself sometimes. Now, Zoran, I would say Zoran looks like she's coming like from the birth canal. So I feel like it's like coming through a new stage of life. This is a rebirth stage for you, or you've just come through the rebirth stage. It also brings in the orange and the yellows and the reds, which speaks about the lower energy centers. It is our emotional state of being, right? It's our emotional connection to our stories. It is our ancestral stories, our rootedness. And there is uh, a great deal of shedding the layers and healing that has taken place, or has taken place, that is bringing you forth and through this journey. I feel like 2024 for you is really going to be the opportunity to open up and open up your heart to new possibilities. And trying to find myself. I'm so drained at the moment. Yes. And so the drained is because you're not in the womb. You're actually coming through, like metaphorically, you're like coming through the birth canal. So you're through the stage of, it feels like it's like you've already been prepared, you've already been preparing things, and now it's that push through. So it's just like I said in the very beginning, that final piece of the pie, that peaceful perspective, Paisley, letting go, so you're not hanging on to the past, and just releasing yourself, letting yourself go of that. Nothing of the past, nothing of the past can be, you can't change nothing of the past. You can't, you can only change in the moment and what is happening here and what is happening now. And so this exhaustion and this drained energy is soon going to start residing itself, soon going to start coming to an end, but it's a rest phase. And I feel like you need to accept the phase of being in the pause and letting yourself rest. True that, right? Letting yourself rest, and don't rush anything. Don't rush through thinking that you got to jump into anything, that you got to jump into being anybody. You may need all of January to just kind of like rest from everything else. And then I feel like February and March, you're going to feel your energy bouncing back, but you're going to have a lot of areas of your life where you're just not willing to go back. I'm just not willing to do that again. I'm just not willing to walk that path again. I'm not willing to go that direction again. I'm not willing to do this or do that again. And so there is change, but it's beginning with the healing of this, so that the heart is the bridge, so that you can cross over the heart into the higher self and get into that higher sense of knowing, opening up the high heart so we can learn to listen to the voice of the soul, listen to the voice of the higher self, and not be so led by your emotions, not to be so responding from the emotional response that you're like, I that's not really true for me, and that's not really who I am. I don't have to defend that, and I don't have to validate that. I am just moving forward. And so there is a sense of empowerment that is coming for you and through you in this next few months for you. I feel like next year is going to be like the unveiling of this self in so many ways for you. Um, and so the journey is, like I said, it can feel draining, it can feel exhausting, but it is worthwhile. So what you're doing is worth the journey. It is worth what you're doing for yourself, because in the end, the changes and the shifts you'll be smiling at yourself moving forward. That's what I got for you. So more conscious living, right? More conscious living. The more we live from that sense of consciousness, the more we head into the sense of the divine destiny or our divine purpose. And I just feel like life will be in more of a flow instead of a challenge. Busy with a huge project. Hope it comes through. Yes. Yeah. Stay with it. I'm telling you, you're in, like I said, you're right, you're in the birth canal. You're not in the womb, you're not in the early stages. You literally are ready to like give birth to it. It is so close to coming out. There's no going back, right? There's no going back. You're just so close. It is just there and it's happening. So just trust that. So thank you. I send you much love. I'm glad you made it back in. All right. So I do have to go. I'm going to finish off with one last card as a collective card for everyone. I am seeing your messages come up. Seeing, there is challenges, there is obstacles, and I just want to say, Corlie, I just seen you pop on here. Go into my YouTube videos. Go watch the December message. Corlie, go watch the December message on YouTube, the December update. I believe there's a lot of good information in there for you. And then also listen to your 2024 forecast reading for it's collective energy, but there may be a lot of information in there for you as well. So when we're about to break through, when we're about to come into a new beginning, there's always the hurdles. And that's exactly what I was talking about even go back and watch the beginning of this video, because that's exactly what I was talking about, is at the beginning of anything, when endings are happening, when we're getting through something, it's always the hurdles to get to the new beginning. It's not that sense of, we don't just get to slide in. And I always say, when we're awakening to a new truth, you don't just awaken once, you don't just get enlightened once. It's through each cycle, it's through each change, it's through each layer. As we have those breakthroughs, as we have those aha moments, as we have those realizations, how many times do you get so close to the end, but you fall back around because you think you can go back and you can do something because you believe you're already the person that you can do this again. I can repeat this. I can, I'm strong enough to deal with this time. Instead of saying, no, I'm never strong enough to conquer that. That's bigger than me. So why would I face that? Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just give it to the divine and let the divine do this for me? And so there's areas in our lives of where we get stuck, where we get so close and we're feeling good and we're doing well. But when something distracts us and pulls us back, we don't just go a little ways back. It's like that boomerang, right? Then you go all the way back because you think, well, I already got this. I already figured this out. And if you hear yourself saying, I know, and something looks very familiar, you don't know. We heard it, but we're not fully embodying it. We're not receiving it. And we got to fully embody and receive things so that we be the change, so that we break the habit, we make the changes, We don't become the I that thinks that we can do something that we can't do. And we don't allow just our, yeah, I got a free will choice. We allow the divine will to guide us away from the things that we just don't have the strength, humanly strength, to do sometimes. And so sometimes um, we have to see our own weaknesses so that we can learn through our own weaknesses what the strength is. And so our weaknesses could be our strongest area of our lives, because it is the place that is trying to teach us. In our lowest moments is our most defining moments. And if we forget the most defining moments, when we rise up again, we'll find ourselves back in there. Our greatest wisdom is in there. And that's why sometimes we have to face those challenges. How bad do we want to be on the other side of the challenge? How bad do we want to be on the other side of that obstacle? Do we want it bad enough to not to let ourselves be distracted, deterred, let somebody else convince us to go back to something that we know is not good for us, right? We know, and we find that strength and we find that courage. And sometimes, like I said, it takes really truly finding that essence of the divine within us, and we got to rise up. We got to climb the ladder. You're not going to find it down in the belly of the beast. You're going to find it when you breathe up, in and up. Takes a lot of extra strength in our weaknesses. And so Smoke and Mirrors, Mara is speaking to us about smoke and mirrors, the illusions of the truth. We can tell ourselves any story and we can believe it. And we have so many illusions around us. And so when we can say, my life is this, my life is that, it's like, is it really? Or are you telling yourself the story often enough to believe it? Are you manifesting, creating that narrative, that story? Because it is the return, it's the rite of passage back to familiar. The old brain is always trying to get you back to its comfort. Your ego's mission is to get you to safety, get you to comfort, what it perceives to be. And that is the old patterns, the old ways. Easy is not always the way, right? Sometimes it's knowing that this is what is familiar doesn't mean it is good, right? It just means that it's familiar. And the past is always going to be highlighted for you because you have memories. You've already know that, right? You've already known. So it's easy to follow the path of the past. It's not so easy to walk the unknown. And that includes how you speak to yourself when you look in that mirror. Radical self acceptance is also about radical truth, being compassionately honest with ourselves, ownership and responsibility. We are accountable, and we are accountable for our actions. Nobody creates our emotions. We bring them online. And yes, it takes a lot of effort. Yes, it takes a lot of work, but are you not worth the journey? Remember that you are worth fighting for. And it's the you that most times you don't know. And the key is you got to break up with the you that keeps getting you back into the positions of where we get ourselves into. So we got to leave those parts for ourselves, break free of those, break those chains, and break those old commitments we've made to that old self, and just say, I'm willing to take a chance. I'm getting to know this version of myself. And this is the perfect month to begin to do that. I send you much love. Have a beautiful day. I got to go to work. Got to go work with clients. Like I said, the 2024 forecast readings are still available. I do only take a select number at one time. So if you see it and it says it's sold out, then message me. Send me a message. And then as soon as I get that group done, because I believe there might only be 1 or 2 spots left right now, as soon as I know that I can fit more in, I'll open it back up and you would be the first on the list again. So reach out and go into YouTube and watch your videos. If you want to purchase my cards and my books, go to CorrieThorne.com and you can purchase all of my work right there. It gives you the link to the YouTube videos or to the Amazon as well, where you can also purchase the books on Amazon. The cards are only available on my website. Or if you're in Slave Lake, Alberta, you can purchase them right at the source, which is now, I just forgot the name. But what used to be the source. We all know where it is if you live in Slave Lake. I send you much love. Have a beautiful day, and I will speak with you all another day. If you're new, please follow and hit the notification buttons, and you'll know when I'm coming in live or when I post anything new. Much love.